I know we have quite a few associates on, so I'd love for you to throw in the comments, how long have you been an associate with Tranont, and what is your favorite product that you're using? So tonight we are going to be talking about some impact products with a company called Tranont. And these are amazing health products that a lot of us on here have been taking and have been having awesome results and wins in our health, as well as in our business side as well. So that's what we're here talking about tonight. I'm just going to introduce the amazing Jen Laurie. She is my ingredient guru. She is committed to health. She is an amazing businesswoman and entrepreneur. She has actually also been one of my mentors for years, not only in business, but also in nutrition. Jen, do you want to just come on and share a little bit about who you are and why you love these products from your standpoint?
Absolutely. But first, guys, I don't know if you don't know Benny. Benny is such a passionate person, full of heart, that, in her previous life, we call it, she was actually a social worker, loves on people, loves to love on people, and found her place here in this industry because that is what we do. We love on people. And she is so passionate to helping her team be successful. And I am so blessed to be able to work with you, Benny. So thank you. So myself, I've been in the health and wellness space for over a decade. I have 4 certifications in holistic nutrition, and I am just super passionate about finding products that are impactful to the body, because I believe that where our health is found is in the natural world. And so when we find something that works well without side effects, that is powerful stuff, right? And so we just want to share with you tonight just a few of our highest impact products, because they are changing lives essentially, and our passion is to change lives. What brought me over to Tranont is that the transparency promise really called to me, because I believe if you cannot find ingredients really easily on a website, then they're hiding something. How many of you, like, hands up if you agree? If it's hard to find ingredients, you go, you question it, right? Doesn't matter if it's food, if it's skincare, if it's cleaning products, whatever it might be. And in the health and wellness space, when it comes to supplementation, it's quite common. And it frustrates the heck out of me, and I won't even dig for it. I'm like, nope, you don't put it up front, forget it. And I really loved Tranont's transparency promise. I love their commitment to clean ingredients. I've never actually seen a company that refuses to put synthetics in their products, like, ever. I've never seen that before. So that's something that really set them apart when I first saw them. And the other thing that really called to me is the fact that we have 3 different pillars. So we have a health pillar, a wealth pillar, and a community pillar. And this really spoke to me because when I got involved in the industry of direct sales, I loved the community aspect, and I had this huge vision to create community where everyone would have an opportunity to shine and grow to the greatness that's within them. And that is what this industry is all about. And we have this community pillar where we're not just lifting up others within our Tranont community, but we also go out and work within our communities to create initiatives to make the world a better place. And I absolutely love that. Speaks to my heart. And then, of course, the top 2 things that people struggle with is their health and their financial situation. And we have solutions for both of that for people. And I think that's super powerful. So we're going to talk mostly about the few impact products that we're talking about. We're going to stick to the health pillar tonight because we could be here all day if we were talking about all the things, but we're just going to talk about a few impact products. I'm going to throw it back over to Benny to share our first impact product.
Sure. Thanks, Jen. And it has just been a blessing to be able to work with Jen, learn so much about the holistic space and how these products are working so well for both of us. This is Trent, by the way,
Hi.
my partner, who also we do business together, and he also takes the products. So let's talk about the digestive enzyme. We actually just had dinner and I was working away and he brought me my digestive enzymes. So the digestive enzymes are a full spectrum digestive enzyme with 11 different digestive enzymes that are going to help break down your carbs, your fats, your sugars. It's going to help you absorb the nutrients. It's also going to help you eliminate what you don't need. And it has a stabilized pre and probiotic in it. So that means, Trent's just grabbing it here.
There you go.
That means it's going to help with your gut health. Trent had heartburn pretty much every meal. And so when I got my Tranont products, I knew this was the one I wanted him to try first. And should we do a pudding demo, Jen?
Sure, let's whip it up. I'll
Let's
say
whip
a
it
few
up.
things while you do that.
Yeah. So
Yeah, these digestive enzymes, it's like a 3-in-1 product. So it's a real cost savings as well for a total gut health product. I talk about it being like full gut health from top to bottom because it helps you access your nutrients. It helps you absorb your nutrients. It also helps you eliminate all the things you don't want to keep in your body, like toxins. And so that really helps to keep the body healthy. And we know now that between the gut brain axis, the gut skin axis, we're getting the picture here. The gut is a real big deal. If we are not accessing our nutrients, it is blocking pathways of function in our body. And then we see symptoms. Symptoms eventually lead to disease. And so how we prevent that is making sure we have super healthy gut health and making sure we're accessing our nutrients. So what Benny's going to do, did you ever break that in there?
no, not yet.
Okay, Benny's going to break open a capsule right into this chocolate pudding, which is a perfect example of processed food. And anytime you eat cooked or processed food, like hands up if you're on a raw food diet. I didn't think I'd see any hands. So nobody's eaten an exclusively raw food diet. And if you are not eating an exclusively raw food diet and you are over the age of 20, have ever taken a pharmaceutical in your life, have ever eaten processed food, have ever consumed alcohol, if you've ever lived life, you probably are lacking enzymes to break down all the foods. And so this helps you. It's like a life hack. It helps you break down all your food so that you can access those nutrients. Because often, hands up if you've heard anyone say, like, I don't know what's happening with my body, but every time I eat blank, I'm having this problem. Right? I never used to have this problem, but now I have this problem. We all know someone, at least one person, right? And so that's often not an allergy. You're not developing allergies. You just stop producing the enzyme, or you're not producing enough of the enzyme for your body to break down the food. If you don't break down the food, you get a symptom.
So you can actually see it's bubbling away here. Careful with my laptop.
It's so hard to show on the camera.
But it is bubbling away. So I'd love to hear in the chat, what did you guys have for dinner tonight? My son had a burger. We had these salads with cooked chicken on them. So you're going to see right here, this has just been a few minutes while Jen was sharing. And, you know, as Jen was saying, digestion is the cornerstone of health. So when you take on your digestive health, amazing things have been happening. So Trent here, do you want to share while you pour it out and then maybe just quickly what you experienced?
Yeah, like Benny said, I had heartburn chronically just from eating anything, really. Tomatoes, cucumbers, ground beef, everything. And started taking the Enrich because Benny said, oh, why don't you try it? So I did. And I think Benny noticed first. Within 2 weeks, my heartburn it was gone. And I'd had heartburn for probably like almost 20 years. And it was just gone, and it hasn't been back. So it's just amazing. And on top of that, I mean, as Jen said, you know, you start to digest better. So I lost 10 pounds in 2 weeks just from digestion. I didn't change my diet, my exercise routine, or anything. It just Yeah,
There's some stuff that gets stuck up in there if we're not digesting properly.
And
We're gonna
here's,
pour it out.
I'm gonna pour this out a little back here, but you can
Hi.
see that is like water.
Yeah. Like chocolate milk. So that
Look
was
how clean that is.
that was a whole processed pudding cup. So you can imagine what that's gonna do in digesting your food properly. And then I'm just gonna share quickly one of my good friends, because you might think, what if I don't have heartburn or something like that? When you deal with your gut, some amazing things can happen. So we have a few friends, but Chantel called me a couple weeks ago, and her iron levels have been really low, and 2 months on the enriched digestive enzyme, and she has been absorbing her iron in her food, and her iron levels are up. So that's just a few of the possible things that can happen when you take the enriched digestive enzyme. This is one of our absolute favorites, and I think everybody should have it. It's great.
Number one.
Number one for him. Mine's the Glow, but
Let's talk about that next. Let's talk about the Glow Collagen. So first of all, why do we need to supplement with collagen? Because our body stops making it as we age, and it gets depleted by many different things like sun exposure, again, poor gut health, that sort of thing. And when we think about collagen, we often think about like the beauty world, because it's a multi-billion-dollar industry, right? Because it does help beautify the skin, because it lessens wrinkles. It does all kind of miraculous things to hair, to, the skin, the nails, all that. But that's not why Benny and I started taking it. Benny and I started taking it because joint health, gut health, bone matrix, all the things. So it helps with the aches and pains. It helps with sleep. It helps with energy levels. It helps with recovery. So if you have any surgeries or injuries, like, it helps with that recovery process too. So it is like a full thing. Now, one thing to note is not all collagen is created equally. So this collagen is so powerful. We have people, did you know, like, when you go to Costco and you read the label on the collagen, it'll tell you got to take it for 5 months before you notice any results. With our collagen, we have people like recognizing changes in themselves in a matter of a few days. For some people, a couple of weeks. For other people, like really, really fast, impactful results. So the difference will be that you will have that deep rooted at the cellular level, high impact, that you're able to notice a big difference, and notice that big difference fast because of the formulation as well as the purity of the product. Benny, do you want to add some stuff about that?
sure. So I just wanted to add that for me, and I know Jen as well, we were actually on other collagens when I started the Tranont Glow, and I was skeptical. Anybody out there a skeptic when somebody says, you think that's
I
too
was so skeptical, Benny, but I remember when I talked to you and I was like, I was skeptical, but I was so tired of being in pain that I was willing to try anything.
And I
And
told
that's
Jen,
often the case, right? We
yeah,
get so tired of feeling in pain. We're like,
you'll try
just eat
anything.
something. I just can't keep living this way.
So I've actually tried 5 different collagens over 2 years, really noticed no difference. And within, Jen was saying impact products, within 2 weeks on the Liquid Glow Collagen, I felt a difference. Within a week, I felt a difference. Within 2 weeks, I was like, this is amazing. And then Trent can tell you, while I was waiting for my next bottles to come, I would check the door every day. When is it coming?
Multiple times a day.
What I noticed was I had plantar fasciitis for 8 years, and the pain started going away almost immediately, as well as a hip injury from my 20s. I'm now 41, so that was a few years ago. My hair, believe it or not, I'm kind of having a crazy hair day, but it wouldn't grow. past about this length, and now it is healthier than it's been in years. So I tell people the collagen is the gift that keeps on giving. And, with the powdered collagen, we really don't absorb as much. And so the liquid collagen with the biotin, the hyaluronic acid, the collagen peptides, the antioxidant formula, it is so bioavailable. So we're feeling the results. So that is my experience. This is my absolute favorite of our product line, and I love a lot of our products. So if you are over the age of 30, I highly recommend our Glow Collagen. It is worth every penny for me. So that's what I have to say about the Glow. Next, let's move on to energy. I want to hear from you guys on this call. Anybody want more energy in their life? Give me like a hands up if you could use some more energy. Okay, that was actually my main health goal last year was I wanted more energy. And we have a nootropic line of Mojo, which comes in a Brazilian coffee or hot chocolate, and a Zest, which comes in like an iced tea version, a roasted peach, or there we go, or a lavender lemonade. And these are nootropics. So my experience when I started, I switched out my coffee for Mojo. I thought I'll just give it a try. And I noticed my energy levels went way up. So the Mojo and the Zest are going to do three things for you. Number one, increased energy and you're not going to have the crash. Number two, your mood and your mental clarity. So for me, I am an anxious human. I have a lot of friends that, suffer from depression or really down days. The Mojo has helped immensely. And the third thing is it's actually going to help with your metabolism and keep you satiated longer. So that's pretty awesome for a functional coffee to switch out your other drinks. We know people who, have been, I actually know a doctor who was swapping out the Zest because they were having Red Bulls to keep them awake. Truck drivers, nurses, busy moms, all of us can use some more energy. Jen, do you want to kind of share a bit more about the science behind how that all works?
Yeah, sure. So some of the ingredient formulations in there include some amino acids with a green coffee bean extract, which is actually, there's been scientific studies on that have shown that it does increase energy, but it also increases that production of serotonin and dopamine in the body, which is why you get that happy feelings. And it also, the study had also shown like better focus. So we say like better focus, better mood, better energy. There's also B vitamins in there, which is our energy vitamin. So one of the B vitamins that is in there actually helps our body to turn our food into energy. So it is going to work synergistically with the food you're eating as well. So it's going to help bring that energy to the body through the process of that B vitamin. And then there's a whole mineral formula that actually helps to manage your blood sugars through your insulin hormone. So it helps to keep your insulin hormone balanced so that you will experience reduced cravings. And so that's really helpful for weight management. And also what happens, just so you know, is like when your insulin hormone is your master hormone. And if you can get your insulin hormone in check, it turns on your fat burning hormones. So if you are doing all the right things, eating all the right foods, and you feel stuck, like you can't drop a pound, you're just like not, like you don't know what's going on, it can be your insulin hormone. Because what happens if your insulin hormone is not very regulated and it stays elevated for long periods of time, over time, what actually happens is it literally turns off your fat burning hormones. Your body cannot burn fat until you get that hormone balance. So really, really powerful stuff to help assist with that process.
And I'm just reading in the comments here, Christine, who loves the Mojo, is now off her ADHD medications. And, we never suggest doing anything without consulting your practitioner or doctor. However, this is not the first person I know who has experienced that, including my ex-husband who uses the Zest as well as the Focus. So those are just a few of our favorite products. If you are an associate who's on the line, we'd love for you to share in the comments your favorite product. If you're a guest tonight, we'd love for you to share in the comments which one is intriguing you the most. So we talked about the digestive enzyme, the Enrich, we talked about the Glow Collagen, and we talked about the Mojo and the Zest. That is my son, Maverick. We are dog sitting, so he's wanting us to all know that. So we're just going to wrap up tonight by sharing a few before and afters, because, you know, as Jen and I said, we were skeptics. So you're actually going to see a few of our photos, as well as just the different ways that you can get your hands on the product. So give me 1 second here and I'll pull up my screen. So here are some photos. And these are all of ourselves or team members. So this is the Glow Collagen, and this is Jen in the middle. Can you guys put your hands up if you can see a difference? I remember when she sent me these photos, and that's amazing. So remember my hair I was telling you about? This is on the right. I cannot believe how much it's grown, and I could not grow my hair. This is our friend Candace who has rosacea. It's also really helped with her night sweats and hot flashes. So if anyone is experiencing that, your collagen really takes a hit during menopause and perimenopause. This is one of my friends, Krista, and she had psoriasis, as well as she was really struggling with her hair was thinning, as well as skin, gut, all the different things. So you can really see the difference there. This is more Glow Collagen. This is our friend Lori Allen, who collagen loaded, so took more than 1 dose a day just for a month, and you can see it's helped her cellulite. Our friend Grace with postpartum hair loss has made a huge difference. This is my friend Leslie, who I just got off the phone with actually, and she noticed a huge difference in her skin, especially her varicose veins. So that was 1 month on our collagen. And then these two beauties are on our team and we're experiencing chronic pain. Beth on the left has fibromyalgia, and Tina on the right, it's slotted in for knee surgery that never happened. Both used canes, and within 6 weeks, 4 to 6 weeks on the collagen, they were no longer needing to use their cane, and Tina no longer needs to use her brace.
And I just want to add to that, like it wasn't just that functionality, but they were experiencing such a decrease in pain, which is like a big piece of it, is not having that pain. And for those of you who don't have any experience or know anyone of fibromyalgia, there is like pain and inflammation throughout the whole body. The diagnosis of fibromyalgia is literally just inflammation in the whole body and pain. And so if it can do that with something so significant, you know, I know for me, it was back pain that was like completely relieved from that. And so I just wanted to point out that pain point of what that is, in case anybody watching is not sure what that means.
Absolutely. And then you can also notice from the photos that the other side effect is that you really start aging backwards. So her face looks very different just after being on the products for a few months. All right. This is Trent and Leah. This is the Optimize, which we didn't talk about tonight, but Leah was in a car accident 3 years ago, 5 days on the Optimize, and she can run now without pain and get out of bed without pain, which is significant in her world. And we have a testimony group. It's no longer this group. We need to update it, but reach out to whoever invited you and we'll make sure we add you. So my favorite thing is the tens of thousands of testimonies that we have from people who are using the products. So we're just going to go over how you can get your hands on the products. You can either order as a customer or an associate. And I was just sharing with someone today that I always recommend people order as an associate. And here is why. Who in today's economy could not use a little financial breathing room? Put up your hand, myself included. Both of us are single parents. Groceries have gone up, bills have gone up, passive residual income and multiple revenue streams are just kind of the way of the future for all of us. And I want to know, anybody here have a Netflix account? Anyone have a favorite restaurant out there? So we're humans, we're meant to share what we love. So when I started sharing and loving the collagen, then now I'm able to earn commission off of that. So I know for myself, if you watch Netflix, I just started a new show. It's called Hack That House. I've already told 3 of my friends about it. Unfortunately, when they start watching it, I do not get a kickback from Netflix, nor do I get a kickback when you go to my favorite restaurant in Victoria. Glow has the best salads. However, when you find products that you love, like Jen and I have the Glow, the Enrich, and a variety of other ones that we love, it's great that you can also be generating that income. So there are 2 different ways to order your products. Oh yeah, this is my graphic here about the Netflix and the residual income. So the main difference is, as an associate, you get a website. There are 7 different ways to earn, including 2 incentive trips a year, a Jeep program. Jen, myself, Trent, we're all driving Jeeps, and that is the very first rank in the company.
And Christine.
And Christine, yes.
Yeah, Christine's on the call here. She's
Oh
got
my
a
goodness,
Jeep with her
amazing.
Tranont logos on there.
I love that. So there are just so many different ways. Jen, is there anything else you want to? The other perk is that you get access to associate packs, and there is literally something for everyone to get started.
Yeah, I think like it's the best way to get started is to really build your own testimony. Who doesn't want to feel better? And when you get signed up, you have this opportunity to get a bigger collection of products at a great discount. So why not, is my opinion, because if I'm going to try all I'm one of those people, I like to try all the things. Once I have a result with one, I want to try the next one and the next one. And one of my biggest regrets is not getting the platinum pack when I started, because then I paid full price for everything afterwards. So I wish I paid up front and got that discount. Plus, big perk, you get 2,000 points towards the trip, which is like a fifth of the way there. Right? So you get a big jump on earning the next trip, which happens to be a cruise. We're cruising the Caribbean in January. Who doesn't want to escape the cold and get down into the Caribbean in January? I know I'm looking forward to it. But I think that's all we have for today. Of course, please get back to the person who invited you to watch this video, because there is definitely more information. We know you probably have questions, and they are available to answer those questions for you.
Awesome. Thanks for coming on, everyone. If you're in Edmonton, we'll see you tomorrow. And good night, everybody.